If I'm going to be candid here, I've been a writer all my life. Yeah, it all started with me being a young child, a very egoistic kind of person. This kind of person that I like knowing things, so I took to reading books.
Guys, it's Damn Black here. I want to welcome you to the first episode of Inspire Ekiti. And like I've always told you, the goal is just to inspire the young ones out there in order to utilize the opportunities that surround them. And this day, I am opportuned to have an interview with one of the youngest entrepreneurs and a student in Ekiti State, Nigeria. Also, at the end of this video, I would like you to subscribe to my channel as well as click on the notification button so that you will get notified whenever I drop new videos. Make sure you click on the like button too. Thank you very much, and I'll see you some other time. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I have someone amazing I want to introduce you to. So over to the round.
Thank you, Dami. Hello guys, my name is Dorothy. I'm a creative content writer, marketer, and a serial entrepreneur. I do everything writing and marketing, and I specialize in helping you ace your writing skill as well as monetize yourself on the online space. Thank you for having me, Dami.
So how did you evolve to become a creative content writer?
Okay, about how I became a creative content writer. If I'm going to be candid here, I've been a writer all my life. Yeah, it all started with me being a young child, a very egoistic kind of person. This kind of person that I like knowing things, so I took to reading books. I read a lot of books, growing up. I could still remember a time in secondary school, I think JSS2, when I go back from school around 5 in the evening, and as a young child, coming back from school now, you're expected to be famished. Yeah.
You go straight to the kitchen.
Exactly. The first thing that comes to your head is food. I mean, getting back from school now, I just changed my clothes and sat down with my books. I read a lot of storybooks. I was, let me not say addicted, because addicted is not something good, but I was almost that way. So my mom had to literally shout at me and tell me, "Are you not going to be eating?" I could still remember telling my mom that 10 storybooks are equivalent to a meal. I could let go of my meal for 10 storybooks. I was that good for me. Let me not say that bad. So I started that way. When you read a lot, it just comes natural to you. You're always filled up with a lot of knowledge, a lot of ideas. So I thought, like then, my thoughts were always wide and word. As a young girl, so I took to writing. So I wanted to let people know these things. I wanted to expose people to these ideas and things like that. I wanted to free my mind, so I took to writing as a young girl. Then I didn't know how to go about being a creative content writer, because then I thought there is this course you have to take, or there is this university degree that you must have in creative content writing before you can call yourself a writer. So I didn't know how to get about it. And in my own part of the world, if it is not academics, if it is not school books, then it's a no. I mean, a capital no. So it was that way for me. But now, fast forward to how I became a professional creative content writer. So I've always had this in my mind. I wrote lots of books that I could not publish. So now, fast forward to 2020 during the lockdown, I think it was a March. And then, as a student, we all had to come back home for the ASU strike and the pandemic and everything. So I was home during those times, scrolling through my phone. We didn't have anything to do then. Then it was always you waking up and engaging yourself with your phone, because you couldn't walk, you couldn't go out. So one of those days I was going around, and then I saw this advertisement by one of by my mentor. So he was talking about the writing course. So I was like, wow, I've always wanted this. So I entered into his DM and told him I wanted him to mentor. I told him that I was still remember telling him that whenever you go in, just take me over. I realized that he is someone that knows his own limits. I know if I wanted to go far, I needed to type a work. So that was how I followed him. I took my writing courses. I took monetization. Yeah, I took it. I think 3,000 naira back then, and I got enrolled for the mentorship. My mentorship cost 5,000 naira. I enrolled, to get mentored as a writer. And that was how I became a co-writer. And someone that had always had it inside right from the time. So it was easy for me to evolve into it. And I became one of the best, then. And I can still remember myself becoming a co-writer now. It has been beautiful up until now. It became my major source of income. Became my major source. So that was how it happened. I started as a co-writer during the pandemic, and up until now, I'm a writing consultant and taking several jobs here and there. Of course, it has been amazing. I'm proud to be a writer and say that over and over and over again. Thank you.
Wow, that was a very great professional background. So the next question is, what kept you motivated, to keep writing all this while?
Okay, thank you so much. You're right, because when it comes to doing anything professionally, you need a motivation to keep going. And for me, let me start with what started the whole thing. What pushed me? Because I would say that I was pushed to want to do these things. Although I've always loved it, but what really brought it out, and then what is keeping me on the track along the line. So, I used to be this person that I battled low self-esteem. Yeah, I did. Battled it for so long. And right from childhood, I used to be someone like that. I used to be someone who I was very competitive. Very, very competitive. I just remember back then who no one should come ahead of me. I'm not saying I'm envious here. I'm this person I'm always thinking, who are you? How dare you do that? If I have 90 and someone manages to have 91, I'm always down. I'll be like, you have 90. You should be happy. I have 70. I'll be like, no. Why should I have 90 and someone have 91? Why is this person better than I? But it got to a point in my life, 2 steps into adulthood, I battled with those type of things very bad. I used to be looked down on. People looked down at me, maybe because of my stature. I have a small stature, and I'm always self-conscious of myself, my hair, my look, my face, my mouth. It was that bad. And I had this person in my life that always made me feel worthless. Yeah, as if I was worth nothing. So then I was at a point in my life when I wanted to prove to myself that I deserve more, and I was made way more than what that person thought back then. So I went into writing with this figure that if it is working for other people, then it has to work for me as well. So I took it with that zest, that passion, that figure, and thanks to God I was able to crack the code. So that was how I started. But you starting now, it has to do with what is motivating you along the line. So if I'm going to talk about my motivation right now, let me take the opportunity to just discard this myth about motivation. Say, as a creative person or as a professional, you can be motivated by anything. You know what matters most to you. As for my own case, I am motivated by money. Yeah, see, I call myself the money-minded millennial.
I love money too, actually.
Yeah, but I think where it comes from, it is not wrong to be motivated by money. I used to be very scared, I'm always very skeptical about calling myself a money-minded millennial. But when I got to know better, I publicly announced it. that this is who I am. Don't be surprised. I love money. And I think being motivated by money is not wrong. What actually makes it wrong is the thought behind it. I have this friend of mine that sent me a message sometimes ago. I needed money for something really crucial. And mom's health was dwindling. She was at the verge of losing her life, and she sent me a message that don't help. I felt horrible. I felt bad. I just felt within myself that if I had money, it wouldn't be the case. Yeah. So I just thought within myself that I love money. And the reason why I love money is because the Bible even says money answers God. So that's it. So talking about my motivation, I'm motivated by money, making money. Yes. If you want to talk about impact, if you want to make impact, you definitely need money. If you don't have money, nobody cares about you. You can't do nothing. And when you are poor, the poor mindset is always going to be motivated by money. Because when you mean real business, for every business, I see writing as a business. And for every business, you need to be motivated by money. Because if you don't have this drive that drives you to want to make more money for yourself, how would you take care of your little units? How would you take care of the people who are looking up to you? How do you pay your employees? How do you take care of them? So money is a motivation. Don't get it wrong when you feel like the reason why you're doing something is to make more money, to improve your life, to take care of the people around you. It is a motivation that should be money.
So based on what I had, in your first months, you were able to make how much? In your first 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Okay. So back then into creative content writing, after completing my training and all, I was intentional about the monetization aspect, because if it is a skill, you should be able to monetize. If you cannot monetize it, then it's not a skill to start with. Like every other skill, writing is a skill that should be monetized. You cannot go learning hairdressing, you spend 2 years or more learning it, and then after your graduation, you go out there on the streets in the name of making impact. You go there with your cutting comb and frame and everything, and you start making free hair for whoever comes. Who does that? Every business, you must be able to make money. So I was intentional about the monetization aspect. I took a monetization course then, and I implemented everything I was taught. And within my first 2 months, I was able to hit 6 figures. Yeah. 2 months going into creative content writing, I was able to hit 6 figures. When most of my colleagues back then that we did training together were still struggling to do 2,000 naira. The first 2K, I had done close to 200,000 naira.
Wow.
And I was even still training 2 months into my mentorship. I was not done.
That was just like a newbie.
Yeah, I was a newbie. Yeah.
Amount of money.
Mm-hmm. So that was how it was for me to go on.
Wow, that's very, very nice. That was a very great one. So guys, I want to officially announce to you that myself, I love money too. Like, I love money, not only Dorothy that I love money too. So now the next question, like, what were your kind of challenges in this particular profession? Like the challenges you faced so far and everything like that.
Okay, like every other career,
Yeah.
there would always be challenges. There would be things that you had to battle. For me, it wasn't much. Maybe because I went in with the drive. Because one thing that people need to start getting right is more than you need to acquire a skill. You need to be intentional about making it work for you. If it is working for others, it should work for you too. I see no reason why it shouldn't. So as for me, my challenges majorly when I just started out, it was getting jobs. Yeah, because talking 6 figures now, everybody would just think that once you are trained, you're a trained writer. I've seen a lot of writers that are not making money. Don't get it twisted.
Exactly.
I have seen a whole lot of them that are struggling to feed, to take care of themselves. And that was one of the challenges I battled there. I realized that having a skill is not as having the right knowledge and information to market it. So one thing that I struggled with back then was marketing. And that was majorly because I thought about this as a business, but I didn't put a business model in place. when you want to sell a product, whether it is a digital product or a physical product like a phone, tripod, and things like that, you need to have a business model. So you need to think business before thinking about products. So that was one of the things I battled with. I didn't know how to go about getting clients, but as usual, acquiring the right kind of information, the right kind of knowledge will actually pave way for you. That was what did it for me too. I decided to take my monetization course. So taking the course now, having access to the right information and everything that I needed, I was ready to go. I decided to implement. All I did was just implement everything that I learned. So I didn't have very much of a challenge. I didn't. I was only battling about pricing, how to price my services. The services that I render, copywriting is a lot different from blog post writing, a lot different from book writing. So I struggled with knowing how to price. There are times that I underpriced. There are times that most times I even underpriced like my services then. But the more I took jobs, the more I learned. And of course, I took more courses. I learned from other people. So that was basically it. Yeah,
that's very great.
Thank you.
So if you are looking into content writing or whatsoever writing, so you should definitely be expecting to face this kind of challenges as someone starting up. Okay. So the next question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as a content writer?
Okay, talking about the next 5 years. Yeah, talking about what I do, I think I need to stress that point before go for that. Okay. A creative content writer, a marketer, a digital marketer, and an entrepreneurial coach. Yeah, I help online businesses to market themselves, to improve traction that later leads to sales. So that's basically what I do, writing and marketing. So talking about the plan for the next 5 years now, the bigger picture, as the Lord lives. Let me even talk about this year. Yeah, the beginning of this year, I have this plan. I have this plan to empower 1,000 online entrepreneurs.
Wow.
Yeah, so regardless of what you do, whether you are a creative content writer, whether you're a graphic designer, whatever it is that you sell, if you have a digital skill, even if you do not have a digital skill, even if you sell something physical, a physical product, but you are willing to leverage the online space to make more money, to make money for yourself, to scale your business. I am helping 1,000 online entrepreneurs make 6 figures every month, consistently, at least 6 figures. Of course, you can do more.
Yeah, sure.
You can do more. You can do 7, but at least 6 figures. And the first batch of online entrepreneurs are currently in the mentorship.
Wow.
Currently, I have 30 people on board for the mentorship, and it's still on. It's going to be a month after month thing. So that is the plan for this year, empowering 1,000 online entrepreneurs. I'm talking about the plan for the coming 5 years. Seeing myself in the next 5 years, I see one of the richest ladies, one of the influential and richest lady, CEO in Africa. Yeah, in Africa. That is it for me. That is the goal. That is the goal for me. That is the plan. Being one of the most influential and richest lady in whole of Africa. Thank you.
Wow, that's very, very good. That's inspiring. So the next question now is, what was the horrible moment you experienced in this particular area?
Talking about the horrible moments I've had, there are times when you are being underpriced. Yeah, you should expect that.
Yeah.
Because regardless of how branded you are, there are these people that will just come to you with this mindset. I don't know that mindset. They just come to you. They know you are branded. They know what you can offer.
Yeah.
They know what you can do to improve their brand, and they just come with this mindset and they think they can underprice you. At the beginning of this year, I still had to like sign out of 2 deals. The first one was with a client from Kano. She owned a farm and she wanted me to take over writing for about 3 companies. Yeah, 2 non-governmental organizations, non-for-profit organization, and then she has a farm and things like that. She wanted me to take over, and I was actually doing the work for her and realized that she was somehow like she paying. I had to go chasing her around with my phone, haven't delivered the service. And there's this one person too that came into my DM and was like, as a business person, you should tell people the amount of money you want for each service and product. And this person was literally wanting to tell me the amount I should take for my services. And I was like, oh girl, I was like, guy, I have to like cut him off. I wrote a post about it and I warned people sternly about it. Don't allow anyone do that to you. Don't ever allow anyone do that to you. You're unique. You know your onions. You know what you can give to these people. If it were so easy, let them do it. Why do they have to hire you? You need them as much. They need you as much as you need them. We are for each other. So that was what I told with. That was one of the horrible experiences that I had. Yeah.
So, since you have horrible experiences, you should actually have your best moments in this career. So, what are your best moments in this career?
Talking about best moments, I have a lot of them. I'm not going to like call them moments. Let me just talk about best experiences.
Yeah.
I have been able to meet a whole lot of people. Yeah, I enjoy relationships. I've met people. I've been able to network, to connect with the movers and shakers in the community, in the society, connect with people from outside the country, talk about US, UK, Canada, India. I have friends. Yeah, people that we literally share this together, invite me for their weddings virtually. So I've enjoyed relationships, I've enjoyed networking. So it has opened me up to a lot of opportunities that I cannot just summarize it. So it has been amazing so far.
That's very good. Okay, now the next question is, what makes you different from every other creative content writer or marketers out there?
About what makes me different. Like before we have to make a difference. And for you to have an edge over other people, there must be this thing that like sets you apart from them. You must have a USP, a unique selling point. So I'm thinking, let me say my USP is my mindset. Yeah, it has to do with mindset. My mind is always set toward giving the best. Yeah, giving the best of services. And when I want to do anything, I go all out to make it happen. Yeah, because I've had challenges, I've had difficulties in this journey, and one thing that always keeps me on track is that regardless of how hard it is, I cannot fail. I dare not. There is so much at stake. There is so much at stake. So I'm always finding the right things, the right information, the right resources to make it work. If I'm not getting anything right, I don't waste time to getting solution, in getting the real thing to make it work. So I think what sets me apart, what makes me different is I don't sleep on things. When I want to do anything, I do it. Yeah, I do the talk. Yeah. So I'm that kind of person. So I think that is what a lot of people should imbibe. The mindset of getting things done and really getting it done. Because when they know you are a doer, they always come to you. They always come to you to help promote my brand. I want to sell this course. I need you to help with the marketing. They will always come to you because they know you are a doer than a talker. So I think that's what sets me apart.
That's very great. That's very great. So what do you do when you are not into your career? Like, what do you do in your free time?
Okay, in my free times, I'm not the outdoor kind of person. I can't say I'm introverted, but I'm not the kind of person that goes out. I go out sometimes, maybe for the ice cream, and I don't visit. Okay, so in my free times, I read books. Yeah, I read books and I love movies. Yeah, I love. I'm telling you,
Korean movies.
Korean movies. Yeah, I watch Korean movies, Filipino, and I watch Mexican movies. Little bit of them though, but I do more of Korean movies.
Wow.
So I love movies. So instead of me going out, I prefer staying indoors and move. So I tell my people I'm going to the cinema. That's what I do, and I love cooking.
Wow.
Yeah, I've always wanted to have a food blog where I can cook, create, and promote recipes. I'm still working on that though, but to be for hobby, something like I love doing. So I love cooking for people to eat. I love movies. I love reading.
Wow, that's great. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've been enjoying yourself so far. So now to Miss Dorothy, the next question is, what do you have to say to encourage those people out there who are willing to come up into writing or marketing or anything, like everything related to what you are doing actually?
Okay. Okay. First off, I would like to tell them that it's not going to be easy. One thing about success is not easy. But what gives us this consolation is that it's achievable. So once it is doable, we should be going all out to make it. So if you can work for me, if you can work for other people, I see no reason why it shouldn't work for you. So that is it. My advice for them is when you're doing anything, be really intentional about it. So anything worth doing at all is worth doing it well. So if you know you're not going to do it well, don't do it because you will suffer. My sisters and brothers in the house. So you need to know this. That mindset, that success mindset that keeps you up at night. That keeps you up till 3 when others are already sleeping. That drives you to wake up 5 a.m. in the morning. Imbibers. So that is my advice for you. And one advice that I have for you is, I see people pay for my courses and they don't attend. I don't know who does that. Like, you pay money.
I won't attend.
I'm telling you, 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, you pay money for a course, and you see these people not showing up, and I literally have to go to their DM and talk, Oga, and see what's going on. Why are you not coming on board for this? You paid. I expected you to, after paying, you should be willing to get value.
Exactly.
You shouldn't waste money, don't be a waster. So that's it. When you want to do anything, there is no magic button that you press and make money for yourself. But there are some strategies that you can employ to make money. So be willing to learn. Be willing to implement. So more than you learn these things, be willing to implement what you learned. That is it for me. So my advice for you is, be always open to learning, be always open to implementing, and of course, be always open to networking. Go out of your shells. Everyone we all have these things that pushes us back, that keeps us from doing the right things, keeps us from doing the things that we ought to do by time to get results. But you have to always overcome these obstacles. So that is my advice for you. Be willing to learn, be willing to implement. Thank you.
Wow. And don't forget to be intentional.
Yeah.
Be. So the next question is, as a kind of person that's helping the society through marketing and writing for their businesses, what else are you planning to do to help the society as a whole? Yeah, as a whole.
Okay, talking about plans about helping the society as well. I've been thinking about that quite a lot, but things are beginning to come into place. So first off, I would love to help the mindset of young people, especially big people that are still in school or fresh graduates that are confused on what to do for themselves. Like, if the government is not willing to help you, you need to help yourself. There's so many things that you can do out here to make money rather than money rituals or yahoo. Yeah, there are so many legit works that you can do on the internet and off the internet. So, and that is what I am intentional about, educating people about what they can do. Talking about 15, 20 skill that they can learn on the internet and off the internet, things they can do to make money. So that's basically what I'm looking to do, in a way to give back to the society that gives so much to me. Yeah, so empowering young people, young entrepreneurs to know what they can do to make money and make a change in their generation and time.
Wow, that's a very great one. And I can't lie, I'm inspired, and I hope people watching too are actually inspired.
I hope you are.
So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you have me on this show. It's my first. I plan to do a lot more of this. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much for watching that episode. My name is Dorothy. I'm a creative content writer, marketer, and serial entrepreneur. I specialize in helping you ace your writing skill and monetize yourself, whatever skill you have, as an online entrepreneur. So I have this word for you today, regardless of what you are, who you are, what you are doing at the moment. I need you to take opportunities, never give up, and always be open to learning. So as an online entrepreneur, I have this program going on for entrepreneurs that want to make at least 6 figures on the online space, whether you sell a digital or a physical product. So I'm open to you reaching out to me on my social media funnels. So you can reach me on LinkedIn at Dorothy Ituno, digital marketer. You can also reach me on my IG at Ask Dorothy Online, askdorothy.online. And of course, you can reach me via WhatsApp through the number going currently on your screen. I look forward to having you in my DM and having an awesome relationship with you, and also helping you scale yourself as an online entrepreneur. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm delighted to be on this show. See you sooner. Thank you.